right, welcome back to another lesson. Let's just get started here. Let's talk about concerts. And let's say an arena for a concert has 594 seats. I know that seems a little small for an arena, but let's just go with it. Well, let's say 308 tickets have been sold for a concert. About how many tickets are left? And again, we've been talking about that about word. So are we looking for the exact answer or are we not looking for the exact answer? Okay, so we're going to look at estimating differences, and that means the number, or so the answer that we get when we subtract. And so we're going to look at three strategies. First strategy is write each number to the closest hundred. So let's say I wanted you to find an estimate for 612 minus 387. Well, we can make these numbers to the closest hundred. So 612, the closest hundred would be to round down, and that would be 600. And then the 387, it's actually, pretty close to 400, so we can say that's to the closest 100. So then we subtract here, 600 minus 400 equals 200. So the answer is about 200. Another strategy we could use is something called using front-end estimation. And so we can just look at that first digit and say, I want you to give me an about answer for 3,274 minus 1,186. Well, I'm going to use the front end estimation, and I'm going to look at that there and just go to 3,000, and that 1, just go to 1,000, because that's what those digits mean. And so then I subtract 3,000 minus 1,000 equals 2,000. So we could say it's about 2,000. And then lastly, we can write the number you subtract to the closest 100. Okay. Now that means we leave the first number, so 824, and we move the second number here to the closest 100. Well, it's closest to 500. So in a sense, we're doing 824 minus 500. Now, if you're not someone that can think of this mentally, going horizontally, horizontally this way, I highly recommend you do vertically, which is a little bit easier to see. So 824 minus 500. So 4, 2, 3. The answer is about 324. Now 500 is, Goldilocks over here is saying 500 is greater than 479, so this estimate will be lower than the actual answer. All right, I'm going to get you to try one. Let's say there's this guy named Luigi, and he has 423 meatballs left on his spaghetti. He gives 126 of them to John, and that's the Italian way of writing John, by the way. About how many meatballs does he have left? Use one of the three strategies. So I'm going to get you to pause here, try one of the three strategies that I just showed you, and give me an about answer. Okay, so the first strategy we used was to go to the closest 100, or if you were doing thousands, go to the closest 1,000. So 423, let's say the closest is 400. And 126, again, I'm rounding down, so that is 100. Well, if I subtract these two, the answer is about 300 meatballs. That's a lot of meatballs. Okay. We did another strategy where we did front-end estimation. And in this situation, we're going to get the exact same thing. We're only looking at the first digit for the 423 and the 1 for 100. So it would again be 400 minus 100, which is 300. Third strategy was we only change the second number. So we leave the first number, 423, and we are going to the closest 100 on the second. And so that 126, we're going to round down to 100, and we get an answer of 323. And so that's just three different ways we can use estimating when we subtract. So in case you have to give away a lot of meatballs, you can see that this type of stuff will help you in life. So remember, in life, math happens. Take care, guys.